Tell us about being the vocals to the incredible 3-6 Mafia song, It's Hard Out Here for a Pam, that won an Oscar.
Who saw that coming?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Tell us about this. This is just such an incredible story.
Okay, so literally the scene in the movie where he's like, sing this on a crumpled piece of paper, that's how it happens. I go, you know, I have a younger sister. I have a sister who I'm 17 years older than. And she kept me hip because she knew about Lil Wayne before Lil Wayne was hot. She told me about 3-6 Mafia. I was like, 3-6 Mafia? They worship the devil. 3-6 is for, you know. So I kind of knew who they were. So then I get to Memphis, and they take me to their studio, which is like, it's sort of nice, you know. When you're from the hood, you know it's set up when you see one. I was like, it look nice, but what we about a courthouse? So we go in, and I mean, I'm sure they have an incredible studio now. But honey, it was literally what you saw in Hustle and Flow. I mean, it was like this plastic, sheet of plastic with these carpets and things thrown over it. And I was like, well, where's the booth? They said around there, go in that tarp. And I was like, if I go in there, am I gonna come out? So I go in there, he got shit all over his desk, and he pulls out this little piece of paper. He's like, here, sing this, and pushes me in there. And so I go in this little, I don't know what this little tent, teepee. It looked like what we used to make as kids in the living room with the pillows and stuff. So I go in there and I sing it, and who knew it was gonna win an Oscar? Who knew? But literally, that's how it happened. And Terrence is in there. He's like, yeah, you know, man, I don't know about this rap stuff. I ain't really into all of that rap. So it was really that scene in the movie. And literally, when we went to do the scene, I remember John Singleton saying, yeah, Craig, because Craig and John, they were both there when we recorded the song, and they were like, we want it to be just like at the studio. Do it just like how you did in the studio. So that was the infamous scene that won the Oscar.
But what do you think at first when it's nominated, and then all of a sudden it just comes out of the blue? You win basically for this. You provide the vocals for this. It's just incredible.
The crazy thing about it is that, like, again, when you're trained...
And it's an independent film, wonderful film.
No. My thing is, like, I know a hit when I read it. I know a hit when I'm telling you, when you train, when you study the craft of acting, you have to read some of the most wonderful, deep literature known to man. I'm talking the best playwrights of our time, you know. So I was trained knowing how to break down a script. I know good material is by 10 pages, if you don't have me, it's trash, right? So I know just like I knew Empire was a hit. I had no control of what Fox was gonna do with it, but I knew we had a hit. I said, if they hire and do everything like this show is gonna take off, and that's what they did. That's what happened. Hustle and Flow, same thing. I said, if this is handled properly, we're going all the way to the top. Benjamin Button, same thing. I strategically pick stuff I know what I'm doing, you know, clearly, you know. So I got that script and I was like, this is gonna be the little engine that could. Now, I didn't know that it was going to cross over the way it did. Now, when we got to Utah, I was a little freaked. Because y'all know Utah, that's Salt Lake City, that's Mormon town. And it is predominantly white. And we talk about pimps and hoes with that trick. And you talking about a room of 1,500, standing room only. And we're in there, like, I'm enjoying the movie. This is my first time seeing it. And I look around, and I see Maud and her husband. Whoop that trick! What have we done? But the beautiful thing about it is they got the story. You understand? They understood the story. And that's, every time I do a project like that, where people see beyond what could be so stereotypical, and they get to what the story we're trying to tell, that makes my heart warm. That makes me fall in love with what I do over and over again. I had a transgender woman come to me and in tears, and she was like, Cookie represents the mother I wish I had. I never had a mother to, and started crying, and she was trembling, and I hugged her. I grabbed her so tight, and I said, that is why I do what I do. That is exactly why I do what I do. And she said, and because of Cookie, I am now open with my daughter, and my daughter knows, and her daughter was just there like full. Her eyes were so full of love that when she passed down, if her kid ever just, you know, is gay or LGBT, you know what I'm trying to say, that baby is going to give that child love. You know what I mean? That, therefore, killing a cycle of hate, killing a horrible, horrible cycle of fear, because that's what it is. That's what it is. You know, so that's, I just, again, when I know my art is reaching beyond and touching people's spirits and inspiring, that's when I know I've done a good job. You know.
Amen to that.